One very special athlete, Usain Bolt, who hails from Jamaica, was responsible for making history during the Olympic season of 2012. Bolt was able to successfully defend his Olympic gold medal in the men's 100-meter race at the London Games. He absolutely dominated the competition with a performance that set a new Olympic record of 9.63 seconds, a time that continues to be the record for the Olympic competition even today. This performance was the second fastest all-time 100-meter mark in history, falling only behind his own world record from the 2009 World Finals, which recorded a time of 9.58 seconds. The incredible power and unrivaled top speed that Bolt possessed was something that no one has ever been able to achieve. And to this day, it is still remarkable to watch this man fly. However, prior to these Olympic Games in 2012, you might be surprised to learn that Bolt was not actually ranked as the world number one during that season. This is due to the fact that Johan Blake from Jamaica achieved this feat on June 9th during the Jamaican Olympic Trials. Over the course of an incredible race that featured three of the greatest sprinters in history, Johan Blake was able to defeat both Usain Bolt and Asafa Powell, ultimately claiming victory in this competition with a time of 9.75 seconds. Moving into these 2012 Olympic Games, Blake was actually considered the favorite by many because of this one victory, and in this race, he actually took down Bolt by more than a tenth of a second, as Bolt finished in second in 9.86 seconds. When it comes to major championships, one of the most important considerations for many people all over the world is the overall times that the athletes have achieved. This includes determining who is ranked first in the world, how far ahead this athlete is from the other sprinters, and what the top 10 actually looks like in different parts of the world. It is true that Blake's time of 9.75 seconds placed him at the top of the world rankings that year, allowing him to compete in the London Games. When the Olympics did finally arrive, however, the script was ultimately changed and Bolt ran his 9.63 second time. The ultimate question that arises from this is whether or not a world number one ranking has any connection to the person who ends up winning the gold medal at the Olympics. Now, that is the question that needs to be answered because at this very moment, there is an athlete from the small island of Jamaica who is aiming to make history, and the fact that he is currently ranked first in the world in 2024 may very well make him the favorite. There has been some truly incredible history that has transpired over the course of the past 10 Olympic cycles. We most recently saw Italy's first ever Olympic gold in the 100 from Marcel Jacobs in 2021. Bolt's historic triple and Donovan Bailey's world record in 1996 are other highlights. Beginning with 1984, this is a list of every world number one ranked athlete approaching the Olympic Games. As you can see, this is a familiar name list. Apart from Usain Bolt's appearance in 2008, there is the former world record holder Carl Lewis from the US, Sean Crawford from the US, the legendary Frank Fredericks from Namibia, and of course, the current issue is how many of these world number one athletes made it to the very top of the Olympic podium eventually. Is 25% exactly? Perhaps half of these sportsmen went on to claim gold medals. Perhaps 75% pulled off the triumph. The truth is most likely less than you would believe, since only 3 of the 10 sprinters competing in the Olympic Games went on to effectively retain their number one title and earn the Olympic gold in the Games. If we consider the past 10 Olympic Games, only 30% of the world's number one go on to win this gold. The reality is that early season running has only a minor correlation to the Olympic gold medal. This brings us to the present sprinting scene developing in 2024. With a performance of 9.77 seconds from the Jamaican Olympic trials this year, Kishane Thompson from Jamaica has attained the fastest time in 2024 worldwide. Now, this time actually came in the exact same stadium as the previous world lead in 2012 from Johan Blake. And with the Olympic Games now formally here, the debate around this one athlete is never stopping. Thompson has no Olympic experience arriving in Paris, same as Johan Blake in 2012. This has not prevented him, though, from being the general favorite in this event for the past few weeks. But apparently that script has changed since ESPN claims Noah Lyles is currently officially the favorite, with negative 115 odds against Thompson and positive 110. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure how these odds are computed overall. Maybe there is a historic look at the 100, maybe Lyles and Kishane's experience is being taken into account, or maybe Lyles' most recent race in London is being used as a potent visual on his closing ability. To be honest, I'm not sure, but this is only one more layer of the non-stop conversation on these two. Now, outside of these statistical projections made, there has also been a long debate on the title of World's Fastest Man. Or is it the fastest title? I don't even know anymore. Let's put Michael Johnson's tweet on the screen right here, since it has honestly been messy out there on social media. Everything else is an opinion. Opinions are not facts. Usain is the fastest period, Noah is the world champ, Marcel is the Olympic champion. Kishane has the fastest time in the world this season. Indeed, this is how the present scene of the 100 seems. But this only relates to one pre-Olympic view in 2024. Another crucial piece of background on how many athletes and many people view past global champions comes from Noah Lyles himself, who clarifies that a previous world champion is crowned the fastest man or fastest woman, and the next person who goes on to win a global final will thus assume this title. Now, all of these title discussions are utterly disconnected from the reality of the Olympic Games winner this year. However, it has generated some intense discussion. Thus, be sure to leave a comment with your hot take regarding the 100 meters down below right now. Outside of the always widening Thompson versus Lyles argument, we have to give credit where credit is due. This is because many other athletes have been running remarkably well this season, and the one athlete most likely to challenge Thompson or Lyles is Oblique Seville from Jamaica. Now, in a recent interview, Usain Bolt himself went on record stating he is going with Seville in the 100. Still, Bolt was obviously displaying some Glenn Mills favoritism since they shared the same coach. Though we should look outside of this one interview. Seville has been rather strong this year, averaging a time of 9.86, and the only man to beat Noah Lyles in the 100 or 200. Now, a lot of people have speculated about who might make it into the top 3 this year and who will win the gold medal. Now, I would like your thoughts on this race. Who do you have rounding out the top 3 in this year's men's 100? Who do you have winning the gold medal, second and third? Thanks for viewing, everyone. As usual, until next time.